Welcome back to my world, gang. Got an empty tote. This stuff from the old kitchen cabinet workbench I had here. Went ahead and filled these drawers with what was in that. And looks kind of dark over there, doesn't it? Now let's just shed some light on the subject. And mind you, I'm standing in the middle of the shop. No light switches within view. Sorry about the spinning. Yeehaw! What do you think of that? Huh? Huh? What? What's going on here? Haha. Got those lights on a remote. I thought that'd be kind of cool. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one over here. I hung that one yesterday, and as you can see, I have oodles of light coming across everything, even as far out as the parts washer. So just brilliant. I'm loving it. So when I get them over here, when I get that 12-foot light over here, that will free up this light and that light there. Isn't that sign there just awesome? And I also picked up a 20-inch hardwire LED to finally get my simplicity sign going. But can we work on any of that today? Well, you know Zippo doesn't cuss. Not only no, but heck no. You can insert your own delete expletive if you want. Yeah, hi, Zipper. We're going to go into town with Zipper and pick some belts up. Got the John Deere Z655 that threw its $80, yes, I did say $80 deck drive belt, sheared in two. We can see it laying down there. And then we sheared another belt here, which is another expensive belt. It's for the Toro Time Master 30-inch. So we've got to locate one of those locally, and if not, we have to go online and order one. This is, you can see the pink stickers. We can just walk over there. I'll tell you about the Cub Cadet in a minute. I have a feeling it blew the bottom seal. Sean, look at, please. Sean, look at. Sean, look at. These three are from the pawn shop. These three, the Cub Cadet, the 30-inch Time Master, and the 52-inch Easy Track John Deere. You guys might remember that one came in and got serviced. It picked up a stick, and I threw the stick out. I threw it out with all this grass. I don't know where it went. Here it is. That stick right there. Just that little stick. That's why it's important you pick your sticks up in your yard. That little stick got into the belt, between the belt and the pulley, and then caused the belt to slip. When the belt slipped, it burned the belt in half, because the edges on these pulleys are sharp. You can't see them from here. They're sharp. The edges are sharp. You might be able to see the drive pulley under here. Yeah, you kind of can. Right there. The edges on that, I mean, they're sharp. They shouldn't be sharp, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, we've got another Tecumseh here that we have to work on. Oh, joy. Happy, happy. I did that backwards, didn't I? That's all right. Happy, happy, joy, joy. This one puked oil after being used. We are not sure where the oil came from. I see no evidence of oil on the outside, and it has been sitting a while, hasn't been used because of that. So it was brought over for me to pay a little bit of attention to. It's a nice little walk behind Groundmaster type of thing. So we're going to get into it, and then this will get a full service. That'll get a full service. These that are going to the pawn shop just need to get running. So depending on, I mean, they're all coming from the pawn shop owners, but these are their privately owned pieces of equipment. The Cub Cadet, the John Deere, and the Toro Dual Force Twin Blade Toro Time Master. That's a mouthful, isn't it? So that's what we got. That's where we're going. Zipper and I are going to go into town and get some belts. I'm not going to look at these until I get these three going, because Kyle is ready to mow today. And you guys can see a whole boatload of scrap out here. And don't let it pain you to see all these engine blocks here. And the fact that I left the governor in. I've got so many governors. I should actually just, you know, I should be president, because I've got so many governors under me. Ha ha. Wouldn't the world be a wonderful place with that? And of course all these flywheels, I've got tons of those, a lot of replacement stuff. This engine needs over $100 worth of work, so it's just going bye-bye. I'm going to pull it back out and go ahead and yank the carb off, because it's pretty much the same power head as a couple of weed eaters that I own. But otherwise, and this is, it's had it. This one was essentially got for parts, and I was going to pull the pump off of it, but I've already got a high volume pump. The inverter spark box is bad, and the heat switches, I've got everything I need. So I don't need to take anything off of this. I may just take the switch off and the electrical box, because I can use that electrical box in here for running another outlet. But then we have this weed trimmer. This is my aunt's weed trimmer, and it has a bad emulsion tube, or main jet, whatever you want to call it. I should probably go ahead and just stuff that down in the hole so that it won't pick up any junk. But I'm waiting on the carburetor to come in for that, and then that'll be fixed and out the door. Got a hold of my good buddy Mr. Pender to brainstorm what could possibly be going on with it, and I did find that the exhaust valve, tappet, and valve without any load on the cam are touching, so I did clearance that to 6/1000ths. Then we have this Vanguard that's been sitting for quite some time, not getting my attention. That's because it's mine, and we all know when you're trying to work on your own stuff and you don't need it immediately, that my stuff has to wait. So this one has a valve guide pushed way out, an exhaust valve guide, so we need to attempt another repair like I did with the Intech on Winnie the Pooh. And let's get over here to, I've got a lot of stuff loaded into this toolbox. I mean, as you notice, I only have one table left, and there's really not a whole lot on there. Most of it is in here, and I took this down so I could get some stuff moved around and stored back away. But you can see there's not a whole lot left here. Got to sort through a bunch of stuff and get the best of the best out and have that stuff readily available, and the other stuff will get stored in a dark, deep hole in one of these drawers. I did start putting stuff in drawers. I've got all my parallels in one drawer here. I just started by putting my centering bits and chamfer bits there. This kit here is a Starrett punch set, used for knocking out bushings and stuff like that. So that's in that drawer. I don't think I've got very much in anything else except for regular old ordinary standard tools. These are all S&K. And then of course my threaded insert slide hammer and all of its little bits and pieces. That'll probably end up back over there. And then a big screwdriver, aka pry bar, more or less. So I believe that's it. That's all that I've got here in Zippo's Green Giant. Speaking of Zippo's Green Giant, you guys should be privy tomorrow. Uh-oh. I need to nail the insulation back up. Tomorrow, or later on this afternoon, I will be getting the decals for the new toolbox. And there's nothing up top yet. The lid's going to stay closed for the most part, so the blades that, or the plates that get covered by the top being up. I'll be right back. As the weekly tornado siren test winds down, and yes, that siren is in my yard. I forgot where. Oh, the decals. They will be here this evening when they get here. There will be one that will go. I'll get my finger in the picture. One that will go here across the front, and then another one will go. And this is embossed here, so I'm not going to put it over that. I'm going to put it right above, right up here. And as you can see, I've got plenty of light in here. Just a little bit of a shadow on this side. You can see the line where the light sort of starts washing out. But not bad. All in all, primarily, let me step back some. Primarily, the drawers on the right are going to be the most frequently used items for the mill. And then over here is going to be the overflow. And lest we not forget, we still have that awesome work surface that when I get my tools out, I can lay them out on here and have them at the ready and just turn and I'm right at the mill. So I want to thank you guys for all the positive comments on the last video on the update. As you can see, things are getting done around here the way that I want them. I seem to go through a transition every year on the shop, because if you guys remember last year I put all of the LED lights up everywhere. So the nice thing about putting this up is that it's going to free up a couple more lights on top of the one that's already on the workbench over here. And then I wanted to show you guys the cheese boxes. I kept thinking, what in the world can I do with them? And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to blow a little hole right through the center of each of them and string them up. So there you go. There, sorry about the light wash there. There are all of the cheese boxes hanging up. And then I discovered I have another cheese box. Is it over here? Yes, I do have another cheese box. Once I get it empty, we'll put it on there too, in some form or fashion. This just goes up and hides all. Clyde, are you kidding me? Dude, you're blocking the plates. What's with the can of coffee? You should be awake if you drank all that much coffee. God, he's lazy. Alright, that's it. It's your friendly neighborhood Zippo. We're going to go ahead and call this just Shop Update 2, since it's a recent beginning to getting everything sorted out in the shop and getting my beloved floor space back. As you can see, walking back, it has been so long since I have had this much floor space. Look at that, floor space for miles. Alright, good enough. Zippo, later, please, like button. Thanks. I'm out.